Alright, welcome to this video, and today I'm going to be breaking down how to make soul type beats. So we want those like Motown sounding beats. So in order to do that, we're going to start off with some nice soul sounding drums. You want that modern kind of sound, but you don't want it to be too modern, and you want to preserve that classic soul Motown kind of sound, but integrate it with modern. I don't know if you get what I mean. So I started off with the drums, and this is how my drums sound. So one thing a lot of people miss on these types of drums is fills. So a fill is like something like this. Those really change the trajectory of your beat, and it makes it more high quality. The next thing is sound selection. For these types of soul beats, you want to have kicks that are like you want to have like more edge towards real sounding drums, but they're like processed, and they have more punchiness, they have more bass in them, they feel more full. So what I've done actually with my drums, interestingly, is I've put it on a delay. So without the delay on my drums, they sound like this. I mean, that sounds good, but it needs to have like more character to them. It needs to have something to make it feel nostalgic. So something that I've done is added my delay on that. This is what the delay sounds like by itself. I used Baby Comeback, which is actually a free plugin. You don't have to spend that much money on plugins as a producer. There's so many free stuff out there. So Baby plugin, I put it on a 1/16th delay on the cheap preset. And it's on a ping pong delay, so it's like goes from side to side, and that adds like a nice texture to the drums that like it's essential in creating your own sound. And this is how they sound like finally. And one trick I do with my drums is I make sure to have my drums matching the sample. So like the groove of the sample is what the groove of my drums has to sound like. Otherwise, the beat will just sound a bit off, like disjointed. So my sample that I had is from Loop Garden, and they make the best samples out there for free. They're doing a 365-day challenge where they're making a sample every day, and they're posting it on their Discord. So I got this sample from there, and it sounds like this. So I didn't touch this sample much at all. Actually, all I did was just add a little gap in between to let the drums sound a little bit. So when I put the drums and the sample together, this is what I get. That real nice sounding, like just sounds very cohesive, sounds well put together. But this was only like 3 tracks in total, just 3 simple tracks. That's a very important thing you have to remember as a producer, because there's so many times we like to overcomplicate our beats and everything. Produce for an artist, okay? Because you need to bear in mind that an artist is gonna come onto it. So this sample alone here has so many elements into it, like it's more than enough. So this sample right here, there was not much done to it, and I don't need to add too much other things. So I only added these simple drums, just like that. You get good texture, good feel, nice bounce, nice groove. It makes the beat sound nice. It's open for an artist to hop on. Done, dusted. Making beats does not have to be a complicated process. The best hit songs are simple because it allows space for the artist to get onto the beat. So in terms of processing, what I've done on my kick, I've done nothing. I usually just leave the kick as is. Actually, I have done something, never mind, my bad. So I did like a low pass filter on the kick at 6.6 kilohertz, and this is what it sounds like originally. It's very clicky, more high end. And when I put it down, to around that where I had it before, it's gonna sound like this. And that fits more with the delay, and it fits better with the delay because it feels more, feels older. I don't know how to explain it. Then my snare, originally the snare sounds like this. So originally the snare sounds like this. I get my snare and I use this plugin Cymatics Diablo, and I just want to add some punch to the snare. So I don't want the snare to be like too just, I want it to put rather than like be too soft, if you get what I mean. I don't know how to put it. Anyway, but then after I did that, I transposed the snare down 3 semitones. It's getting that more nostalgic feel. That's what I like about my drums. I want them to feel like nostalgic and feel like take you back in time. So that's why I did the delay. That's why I did the frequency like shift for the. That's why I did like the low pass filter on the kick, the snare. I pitched it down, add a little bit of punch to compensate, and then I use this EQ, just clean it up, make sure it's not in the way of the kick. And there you have it, an easy soul beat. Sounds good, sounds professional, sounds clean, mixed well, no problems. And there you have it.